Hello and welcome back to Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. Feels good to be back to this game as well.
Select a character.
Last time, we finished Sonic. We did. We actually completed Sonic's story, beginning to end, all the stages. Today, we're going to resume play with all these other characters, going from left to right, starting with Tails.
Here I come, Sonic! Everything's working great! All systems go, full speed ahead! Uh-oh! What's this? No! Ah! I'm out of control! Mayday! Mayday! Going down! Ah! Look out below!
Boy, you're lucky I saw you come down. So what went wrong anyway? It's not like you to crash like that.
Yeah, it's just that I'm testing a new prototype power supply, and it's not fully compatible yet.
You can always borrow my plane, the Tornado, if you want.
Thanks, Sonic. But if I can make this work, it'll run circles around yours. Check out this power supply!
It's a Chaos Emerald! No way!
I was lucky to find one of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. They have unlimited mystic powers. Now I want to harness that power to fly my plane. Let's go to my workshop in the Mystic Ruins and I'll show you what I've been working on. We'll go to the station, hop on a train, and get there in no time.
And head over we shall. So the general story for all characters is pretty much the same. Not too many big changes as far as like plot details or the way events play out. It's just told from a different perspective. So before we get on that train, there is a power-up with Tails that we can pick up like pretty much immediately, which was very generous as long as I can make this jump. Keep in mind this footage was all recorded a long time ago, and I'm just providing director's commentary as per the previous episode here.
Look, it's your jet anklet. Its jet power makes you fly faster.
And just like that, the game hasn't even started officially yet, and we've already increased our flying power. Because we're awesome, apparently. And this does make a really huge difference, especially between like when you're exploring on
The train headed for the
like when you're exploring on the map
Mystic
or
Ruins
when you're
soon.
moving around on stages. It's really good for improving your time if you're interested in going for the high score. So there's a hidden emblem up there they can pick up pretty early on as well. Like I said, once like pretty much like right when you gain control. So off to the Mystic Ruins we go, and I will see you after this next cutscene.
Well, well, well. if it isn't Sonic and Tails.
It's Eggman!
Silence! I am Dr. Robotnik, the most cunning scientific genius in the world!
Yeah, right, Dr. Eggman.
Enough! I've been working on a master plan, but now it's time to put it to work!
That usually means trouble coming from you.
Don't even try to interfere this time. Give me that Chaos Emerald, or else...
Or else what, huh?
Or else I'll take it from you the hard way.
Alright, and so we have a boss battle, once again at the start with Eggwalker. It's not really different at all from when we were playing as Sonic. Only difference now is that we're playing as Tails. However, his abilities are quite different as well. In addition to his flying ability, he also has this tail whip attack that you may have seen a moment ago, where he spins on the ground and uses his tails to attack. This has another purpose as well, and we'll get into that later. So, like I said, this battle is pretty much the same. Wait till Eggman strikes the ground with his drill attack and attack the cockpit 3 times. Will do it. Something funny you can do with Tails in this version of the fight is that you can fly around after he shoots all the missiles before, like as he's charging up his drills to sort of like suspend the attack. It makes for some really funny, really awkward scenarios, and it's definitely not recommended if you're trying to go for a high score, but it's there if you want to humor yourself and whatnot. You also notice too that each character has their own individual share of extra lives.
Yeah!
So you definitely want to keep that in mind if this is your first time playing through the game and you racked up a bunch with a bunch of extra lives with one character. They will not transfer to the next one. So just be cautious of that and all that stuff.
That was just too easy.
Gotcha!
Hey, he snagged it.
Chaos could use a little snack.
Who's Chaos?
That's the monster I saw the other day.
Monster?
Yes, it's really happening. Just as the stone tablet said it would. Hear this, Sonic? Chaos' strength increases every time I give him a Chaos Emerald. All he needs is 7 emeralds to become invincible. Then he will turn Station Square into rubble, upon which I will build the ultimate city, Robotnik Land. You ready, Chaos? Let's go find the next one. Come on.
Thank goodness they're gone. Good riddance.
We can't let that monster get any bigger. It could get ugly.
You're right. Chaos must be stopped. And he can be if we keep him away from more emeralds, right? So what do you say, Sonic? Let's find the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman does.
That sounds like a plan to me. But before we do that, we need to head upstairs and fly across the valley there for this other hidden emblem. Because this game is just so generous with those sometimes. And so once again, we pick up that pick up that wind key to gain access to the first stage. Well, it wasn't the first stage for Sonic, but it is the first stage for Tails. You'll also notice right away that the stages are played in a different order for the most part. So, as I mentioned earlier, that this whip attack here, you can use it to cut grass and pick up some extra rings there. So if you want to buy something, or if you just want a little bit of insurance before going into the stage, then you can totally use it that way if you want. So now we begin the first action stage for Tails, which is Windy Valley Zone. A big difference, not just with your character's abilities, but also their stages change quite a bit too.
You should be able to find a shortcut if you fly.
Hey, hey, hey!
All right, so maybe I was wrong about the rings carrying over, but either way, so as Tails, the objective is to reach the end of the stage before Sonic. So it's a race against time and also a race against the AI. So
Run through the dashing and you'll
fortunately-
speed up for a while.
fortunately for us, though, there are some shortcuts placed around where you can fly towards them, get a little speed boost, and it just saves time too. That's always really good in a Sonic game. So you'll be going in all sorts of directions here, as per the norm. You can you'll follow the course as you run. You'll fly upwards. You'll fly diagonally. It's just really a really unique style that you don't see very often. It kind of reminiscent of the original like say for example when you're playing either Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 as Tails, and like stages are taken in a completely different direction with him. And I'm not sure how exactly I derailed from that, but that was pretty funny. So anyway, you just follow this. You just follow the path like you normally would, and it'll take you right to the goal line there. Once again, the stages are all divided up into C, B, and A ranks, or levels rather. Yeah, so you can revisit the stages at any time and try a harder version of that stage to clear the goal, get an emblem, all that good completionist stuff that that I definitely remember making attempts on in the past and failing miserably. Some aren't too bad, others are extremely difficult from what I remember.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
So once that stage is done, you just head back into town here. And this time, we need to. I'm not sure how it does it, but either way, I'm kind of mumbling to myself there. But you just follow the path downwards, and this time to hit the switch, you just fly up. It's super easy. So you don't need any special light shoes or anything to reach that with Tails, because he kind of has the easiest there. So second stage is Casinopolis. This time, thankfully, you don't have to worry about collecting any coins or hitting up the slots or anything like that, because it takes you right into the garbage chute. And I tried to pick up that bomb there and failed miserably there once again. So I just settled for the rings.
See you later, Tails!
So on this stage, Sonic's AI can be a little weird. He can on some stages in particular, he can just get really stuck in some awkward places. So you can sort of use that to your advantage if you're having trouble. So so why run when you can just fly through these tunnels here, right? So
All right, Tails!
So we do a little bit of that for ourselves, and it makes you wonder too what exactly they're thinking by throwing away this crap like giant spike balls and spikes on the ground and whatnot. It's like what kind of trash do they dispose over in this place to make that happen? It doesn't seem very safe or productive for.
That wasn't too bad.
for that matter. So anyway, that's 2 stages down already. We are going by this pretty quickly, and that's something you also notice too with the other characters is that their episodes are vastly shorter than Sonic's. Whereas with Sonic, I uploaded 8 episodes, 8 videos for that matter, for that one, and the rest of the characters I think only have about 3 on average.
What's that? The Chaos Emerald!
Get away from there!
Ah!
Nighty-night!
Eggman! Sonic, what happened to the Chaos Emerald?
Eggman got one of them, but the other one's safe. He must be getting desperate.
Now the emerald count is 2-1 and Eggman's winning. Let's get a move on.
Alright, so once again we head into this back alley here to pick up the ice key. Take it back over to the Mystic Ruins like last time.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
They're just stairs. You can, yeah. Yeah. Well, funny thing is, like, I remember, I definitely, well, obviously I remember recording all of this a long time ago when I did, but I remember like a lot of my actions and button presses, like, not really. None of them are really there in my mind, so I'm not sure. So I definitely can't recall what exactly I was like what I was thinking at the time, or what my game plan was. Yeah. So what else is new? What else is new, everyone? I know there have been a ton of games since. To come out since my last venture into the internet. In here, some of which I've had the opportunity to play myself. Like I know there's a remake coming out pretty soon for Final Fantasy VII. It looks really sweet. That's just one example, but anyway, Ice Cap Zone. This stage is pretty cool. You go straight into the snowboarding section here.
Come on, Tails!
And it's very fitting. Probably one of my favorite. It's definitely one of my favorite. Definitely one of my favorites for Tales' story.
All right, Tails!
And this level kind of speaks for itself. You can take ramps and shortcuts and whatnot for a little speed boost. There are rings scattered all around. You shouldn't be too strapped for.
You made it!
Like as far as. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm so sorry, but either way, just go fast. Go fast and don't do stupid stuff. So, and you should be good to go. I do make a mistake towards the end here, as you'll definitely lay witness to soon here. So yeah, other games. Oh yeah, there's Nintendo Switch that just came out. Not just, but like it's been out for a little while. But that was like. That was kind of a big deal for everyone. I got mine last year, as a matter of fact. So, I've been playing. Of course, I got the new Smash Brothers on it too. And who knows? Maybe one of these days I can get the guys together again, and we can play some Ultimate. I know we kind of ended Brawl Minus on a bit of an open-ended note, but who knows? Maybe we'll continue that again someday. I know that even with the server shut down on Wii, there's like a private server that we can like get things going on. So if things work out, maybe we can do that. And I remember for a time I talked about other like some like really big competitive multiplayer games, whatever, that I'm not. That's like, I mean, I enjoy them, but I'm not like the biggest like I mentioned in my update video, I'm not the biggest outgoing competitor. I mean, I like going out and supporting the local scene and meeting new people and all that stuff. But it's just something I do for fun. I don't really like to
wasn't too bad.
dedicate all my time to that. But anyway, that's it for this episode. See you next time.